So the official PlayStation magazine put out an article listing all the games currently in development for the PS5, 89 in total, and Gran Turismo 7 was among them. As a Sony-sanctioned publication, it's obviously have a say over what makes into every issue of the magazine, but I'm not sure how much control they exert over the publication. And what I mean by that is that I'm not sure whether they go through every single line to make sure what's about to be published reflects what's true of whatever situation they're reporting on. In this case, a release date for a big game, so it isn't all that unlikely that a mistake could happen even on official material. We also don't know how long Gran Turismo 7 has actually been in development. We know for sure it has been developed at the same time as Gran Turismo Sport, but with the constant flow of content released for that game, it's difficult to gauge exactly how much time and manpower has been put into the development of the upcoming game. What we do know is that cars and tracks developed for Gran Turismo Sport are very likely to be part of Gran Turismo 7 at launch, based off a comment Kazunori Yamauchi made years ago about future-proofing its content by creating much higher quality assets that can be simplified to run on whatever console they're making their game for. So that could be an indicator that a release along with the PS5 might actually happen. However, if we take a look at the history of the franchise, things start taking a more pessimistic turn. There hasn't been a single instance where a Gran Turismo game has been a launch title for any of Sony's consoles ever. The original PlayStation came out in December 3rd, 1994, with the first Gran Turismo game coming out just a little over 3 years later in December 23rd, 1997. PlayStation 2 came out in March 4th of the year 2000, while Gran Turismo 3 came out a little over a year later in April 28, 2001. PlayStation 3 launched in November 11, 2006, with Gran Turismo 5 launching in November 24, 2010, more than 4 years later, and this game in general was very notorious for the many delays it faced. It was originally unveiled at E3 2005 with another showing at E3 2009, but without a release date. At E3 2010 we got a last and longer look at the game before it was released later that year. Lastly, PlayStation 4 was released in November 15, 2013, with Gran Turismo Sport coming out just a bit under 4 years later in October 17, 2017. As these dates and premature announcements show us, Gran Turismo as a franchise has a history of delays and long wait times. Things are a bit different now in how developers approach the development of many modern games, and while I don't rule out the possibility that this could be the first time we get a Gran Turismo game as a console launch title, I wouldn't hold my breath. We still have a couple more months to go before PS5 goes on sale, which means we still have time to learn more about the game. Would a delay on the release of Gran Turismo 7 deter you from buying the PS5 at launch? Let me know in the comments down below. Talk to you on the next one. Bye.